Byron Nelson's 11 consecutive wins. In 1945, Byron Nelson did something that sounds like it came from a video game. 11 straight tournament victories. Not 11 wins in a season, 11 in a row. The streak started in March at the Miami International Fourball and ended in August at the Canadian Open. During this run, he won the PGA Championship, shot a scoring average of 68.33, and finished in the top 10 in all 30 tournaments he played that year. His friend and rival Harold McSpadden finished runner-up 7 times during the streak, 3 of those losses coming directly to Nelson. To put this in perspective, Tiger Woods at his absolute peak had a 7-tournament win streak. In the modern era, nobody has come close to even 5 consecutive wins. The competition is deeper, the fields are stronger, and the margin for error is non-existent. Tiger Woods' 142 consecutive cuts made. From 1998 to 2005, Tiger Woods made the cut in 142 consecutive tournaments. 142 tournaments where he showed up, played the weekend, and collected a check. This destroyed Byron Nelson's previous record of 113 consecutive cuts, which stood for decades. But here's what makes Nelson's record even more impressive when you understand the context. In his era, only the top 20 finishers got paid. So Nelson's 113 consecutive cuts actually meant 113 consecutive top 20 finishes. Tiger's streak ended at the 2005 Byron Nelson Championship after he withdrew due to injury. Since then, Xander Schauffele's run of 55 consecutive cuts is the best streak in 40 years outside of Woods. And with today's limited field, no-cut events becoming more common, this record becomes even more untouchable. Jack Nicklaus, 18 major championships. The Golden Bear, 18 major championships across nearly 3 decades. Jack Nicklaus won his first major at the 1962 U.S. Open and his last at the 1986 Masters at age 46. 6 Masters titles, 5 PGA championships, 4 U.S. Opens, and 3 Open championships. Tiger Woods came closest with 15 majors, but he's been stuck at that number since 2019. Given the depth of talent in modern golf and the physical demands of the sport, we may never see anyone reach double digits again, let alone 18. Scottie Scheffler, the current world number 1, has won multiple majors, but would need to maintain his current form for another decade or more to even approach Nicklaus. Tiger's 683 weeks at world number 1. Tiger Woods spent 683 weeks at the top of the world rankings. That's more than 13 years combined. His longest single stretch lasted 281 consecutive weeks from 2005 to 2010. Rory McIlroy called it insane, and he's not wrong. Since Tiger's last stint at number 1 ended in 2013, the position has changed hands constantly. McIlroy, Jordan Spieth, Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, Jon Rahm, and Scottie Scheffler have all taken turns at the top, but nobody can maintain it. Greg Norman sits second all-time with 331 weeks. McIlroy and Johnson are the only other active players who've crossed the 100-week mark. To match Tiger, Scottie Scheffler would need to stay number 1 for another 12 years straight. Tiger's 15-stroke victory at the 2000 U.S. Open, the most dominant major championship performance in history. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach in 2000, winning by 15 strokes. He finished at 12 under par, while the runner-up could only manage 3 over. This wasn't just winning, this was annihilation. He opened with a 65 to lead by 1, then fired a 69 in brutal conditions to stretch his lead to 6 shots. A third-round 71 put him 10 ahead, and a closing 67 gave him the 15-shot margin. He even made a triple bogey during the week. The closest anyone has come to this margin in the modern era was 8 strokes, and those happened over a decade ago. With today's equipment, course conditions, and talent level, nobody separates from the field like this anymore. Tiger's 3 5-win streaks. 3 times in his career, Tiger Woods won at least 5 consecutive tournaments. Nobody else on the PGA Tour has put together even one 5-tournament win streak in the last 60 years. The first streak came in 1999 and 2000, the second in 2007, and the third later in 2007 and 2008. To understand how ridiculous this is, consider that Scottie Scheffler had one of the best seasons of the 21st century in 2024, winning 7 times including a major, and his longest win streak was 2 tournaments. Modern golf has too much parity, too many great players, and too many variables for anyone to win 5 straight events. Tiger's 11 PGA Tour Player of the Year awards. No other golfer has won Player of the Year honors more than 6 times. Tiger has 11. That's nearly double the next closest competitor. Among active players in their prime, Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy each have 3. They would each need to dominate for nearly another decade to match Tiger's total, which seems impossible given the competitive nature of modern golf. Phil Mickelson wins a major at age 50. May 2021, Kiawah Island. Phil Mickelson became the oldest major champion in history at 50 years, 11 months, and 7 days old. He hadn't won a major since 2013. He was ranked 115th in the world. He needed a special exemption just to play in the upcoming US Open. And yet, he shot a final round 73 to win the PGA Championship by 2 strokes over Brooks Koepka and Louis Oosthuizen. The previous record belonged to Julius Boros, who was 48 when he won the 1968 PGA Championship. With the physical demands of modern golf and players retiring earlier, we may never see a 50-year-old win a major again. Phil Mickelson's 26-year top 50 streak. From November 1993 to November 2019, Phil Mickelson spent 1,353 consecutive weeks inside the world's top 50. 26 years without dropping out of the elite tier of professional golf. That's remarkable consistency, longevity, and competitive drive. The key to his success was his rhythmical swing and exquisite short game, but perhaps most impressive was his mental sharpness maintained over such an extended period. Tiger's 82 PGA Tour victories. Tiger Woods has won 82 PGA Tour events, tying Sam Snead's all-time record. However, many of Snead's wins were in questionable formats like 36-hole two-man team events. Tiger's wins are all legitimate, full-field tournaments. Rory McIlroy is the closest among active players in their prime, and he's not even halfway there. Scottie Scheffler would need to win 7 tournaments per year for another decade to reach 82. It's not feasible. Nobody is winning 82 times anymore. Annika Sorenstam's 59 in women's golf. In 2001, Annika Sorenstam became the first and only woman to shoot 59 in a competitive round at the Standard Register Ping. This feat remains unmatched in women's golf and stands as a testament to her extraordinary skill and consistency. While sub-60 rounds are becoming more common in men's golf, Sorenstam's mark has stood alone for over 2 decades. Kathy Whitworth's 88 LPGA titles. Kathy Whitworth won 88 LPGA Tour titles during her career, a record that seems untouchable. In 2023, only 2 players aged 30 or older won on the LPGA Tour. The longevity isn't there like it used to be, with many women retiring early to start families or pursue other careers. Whitworth played in a different era, and today's competition makes reaching even half that number nearly impossible. Jack Nicklaus, 146 consecutive majors played. From the 1962 Masters to the 1998 US Open, there were 146 major championships. Jack Nicklaus played in every single one. No injury, no illness, no scheduling conflict kept him away for 26 years. It's remarkable that a back twinge or flu didn't rule him out at some point during that stretch. Adam Scott currently has the longest active streak at 96 consecutive majors, but he would need to play the next 51 in a row, nearly 13 more years, to break Nicklaus's record. Rhein Gibson's round of 55. We hear about sub-60 rounds regularly now, but in 2012, Rhein Gibson took it to another level. At the River Oaks Golf Club in Oklahoma, he fired 12 birdies and 2 eagles on a par 71 course for a round of 55. This is the Guinness World Record for the lowest round of golf ever recorded. While Jim Furyk holds the PGA Tour record with 58, and Cristobal del Solar shot 57 at a Korn Ferry event in 2024, Gibson's 55 remains the ultimate low score. To beat this, someone would need to be nearly perfect for an entire round on a relatively easy course, making it one of the most difficult records to break. These records represent more than just numbers. They're monuments to greatness, benchmarks of excellence, and reminders of when giants walked the fairways. While golf will continue to evolve and new stars will emerge, these achievements stand as testaments to an era of dominance we may never see again. These records are monuments to greatness that may never fall. Subscribe to Golf U to explore more legendary achievements that define golf history.